So what I have in front of me today is Maple Black Tuesday, and there's a little bit of backstory to this beer. We brew Black Tuesday throughout the year, and we used to have a fall seasonal called Autumn Maple, where we used to bring in a bunch of maple syrup for it. And when we were done brewing that for the year, we would usually have, half a drum, 50 some odd gallons left over of maple syrup. So we would use that to feed extra sugar to Black Tuesday. And after a while, we started noticing that some of these batches would taste really good and kind of richer, and we didn't really know why. And finally we looked back and noticed that, oh, those were the batches that got fed the maple syrup. So that kind of sparked an idea about, hey, why don't we try and exaggerate this and use maple syrup exclusively for the feedings of a Black Tuesday? So we did that about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And we also got in around the same time some maple syrup barrels, so bourbon barrels that were then used to age maple syrup. So this beer is a combination of both the maple-fed Black Tuesday as well as maple-fed Black Tuesday and regular Black Tuesday aged in maple syrup barrels. So Black Tuesday is a pretty unique beer, both from the liquid point of view as well as how we make it. In order to get that really high alcohol, we feed it during fermentation. And when I say feed, we add sugar during fermentation. We do these feedings in order to make sure that the yeast is at optimum health and can really hit those high alcohol levels. This beer is a blend. There's essentially three components to it. One of them is maple-fed Black Tuesday aged in bourbon barrels. The other is maple-fed Black Tuesday in maple syrup barrels, and then there's a little bit of regular Black Tuesday aged in maple syrup barrels. Right on the nose, you get a rich sort of spirit character that's a little bit different than what you get with normal bourbon barrel aged Black Tuesday. It is still quite noticeably hot in alcohol. There's a sort of almost like custardy quality with some vanilla in it. You do get that maple syrup. It's not overpowering in the aromatics, but it's definitely there. So it's much more so on the palate that you see the difference between this and regular Black Tuesday. This is noticeably sweeter, has richness, has maple, very, very caramelized, a good amount of oak to it. Just has a ton of richness and sweetness, both of maple and barrel, and it just ties in together really nicely. If you're a fan of Black Tuesday, I think you're gonna love this. This is a beer just to drink by itself and kind of appreciate the complexities. Definitely sort of an after dinner drink that you can, pour yourself a glass and contemplate the beer.